What's new, guys? So Mystic Frost here, and today we just got back from a winter mat event at our locals down at Geek Retreat in Kettering. So there was only 4 rounds today, so not too crazy of a day. However, because it's a winter mat, people are out trying, just that little bit harder. It's one of those types of events. But a few things to cross over. So first of all, this is, can we pay for a wedding using Yu-Gi-Oh cards? So far we have made £350 just selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That's incredible. And I can't thank everyone enough who has bought cards through the Facebook trading group or through eBay, or for those who have reached out to me via DMs on Instagram to ask what cards I've got and then bought cards. So I just want to say thank you to anyone who has bought cards. You brought us a step closer. I think our goal is £1,000. Bit ambitious, I know. But we are 4 months in and 350 quid, which I'll be honest, I thought it would take me all year to hit this sort of target. So again, I'm very, very thankful. Also, I forgot what I was going to say, but there you go. Purposes of doing this stuff live, isn't it? It's a case of you never know. Today, like I said, 4 rounds. We went 2 wins, 1 draw, and a loss. So we got to round 4 where we were playing for first place. I actually ended coming 4th today because that loss did knock me down. But if I won that, I would have taken first place and won the mat. Game 1, we was against a young lad who comes in, very nice kid. He's on a Dark World structure deck. Basically, he's got 2 or 3 structure decks. Nearly took me to a tie. Like, I'm just putting it out there. Like, you cannot write these structure decks off. He nearly took me to a tie. We took game 1 pretty convincingly. Game 2, it was a lot of back and forth. I didn't open the greatest. He had skill drain. And it just went back and forth because without my monster's effects, I'm not doing much. I'm not getting big bodies out, unfortunately, unless I'm hard drawing into a fusion spell, which doesn't always happen. But was able to get some damage off right towards the end and took that game in time, 2-0. Then game 2, we was against a fantastic player. He is an ex-pro player, used to be on the pro circuit. He took a step back and is recently getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh! He was on Light Swarm. They recently got new support in Legend of Destruction, and yeah, he was playing a Light Swarm Bestial Chaos deck, I suppose, but then I suppose Light Swarm was always Light Swarm Chaos with the light and dark dragons and stuff. But yeah, with a nice bestial engine in there, 54 card deck. He won the dice roll, went first. And my God, game 1 took 38 minutes out of a 45-minute time frame, but was able to squeak the win. We got Dragoon up. With popping cards with Dragoon, we were negating what we needed to negate, and unfortunately he was not able to get past that tower, which is Dragoon. So we took the game 1. We got the game 2. He went first. He sped through his combo as quick as he could. My turn. We've got about a minute and a half left, and I'm thinking, my God, like a minute and a half, it will take me about a minute earliest to do my full combo and whatnot, and then 30 seconds his end at best. This game 2 is going to a draw, which means I get the win because I won first round, we drew second round, and normal summon the Gazelle Search. I already had the Chimera Fusion in hand. Went to activate, added the level 5 Fiend. When I activate Chimera Fusion, he flips over his face down card, Dimensional Barrier. Calls Fusion. So my Chimera Fusion fizzles out, resolves without effect. I'm left with 1500 monster on the field. And a whole fuck all else I could have done. But that's a lie. I misplayed. Those of you who watch the game, you'll see why. I'll go over why here. Anyway, I could have gone in Typhoon. He smashed someone from the X deck twice. I could have overlaid Typhoon, bounced one of his monsters, gone the battle phase, attacked, got the damage and took the game. I didn't do it. I passed with Gazelle and 1500 attack points. He just went straight battle phase and did some damage on me and took game 2 in time. Me and I took game 1, he took game 2. We got the draw. Game 3, Labyrinth. I hate the fucking deck. Sorry, I don't care if I'm supposed to swear in these videos or not. These videos are not made for kids. These are made for me and me documenting the journey of paying for winning with Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'm going to swear. I fucking hate Labyrinth. But the guy playing it, nice guy. So it kind of makes up for it, I guess. However, game 1, I do nothing. Again, he wins dice roll, he goes first. And he just steamrolls me. There's fuck all I can do. Game 2, I set up most probably one of the best boards Chimera Illusion can set up in this format. And, peak. And he couldn't play through that either, so we tied it up. We go to game 3, time is ticking down yet again. And I thought, shit, we're going to draw. He's going first, it's a trap deck. He sets 2 passes, I look at him, he looks at me and I think, set 2. I can play through 2. And I do. I managed to play through 2, he starts building bits back. I start popping cards regarding Chimera. I managed to get some negates going, he gets some stuff going, and in the end, I managed to get some damage off. Time was called, I took that game 2-1. Up against round 4, Voiceless Voice. I do not know Voiceless Voice. I've only played it very, very briefly. And again, I only played against it very, very briefly because it steamrolled me 2-0 very quickly. Again, guy playing it, absolutely love it. Love him. I think he's one of the really nice, friendliest guys there. And we always have a bit of banter. So it was fantastic gameplay. There's not a fantastic showing on my side, but I need to learn what Voiceless Voice does. I need to learn how to stop that deck. So hopefully next time we'll stop him. But I'm going to take you over to the deck profile now. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Can We Pay for a Wedding? And I did just think of what I wanted to tell you. So, my video format, sorry, should have done this at the beginning. Used to be, I'd show a little bit, I'd talk about it, I'd show a little bit, I'd talk about it. And that's at about 20-30 minutes, but I didn't really get a lot of my thoughts across. It was just more me talking over gameplay. Wasn't that exciting. I'm not saying this is exciting, but for me, I'm more passionate being able to talk about it, and hopefully a little bit more expression comes across and a little bit more passion comes across, so you guys feel that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a voiceover of those videos, hopefully, because I've still recorded the gameplay, and I'm going to release all 4 games, hopefully, throughout the week as separate videos. So this will go up as the Can I Pay for a Wedding episode, as the vlog, and hopefully the other 4 will just go up as gameplay footages up on the channel during the week. So please do keep an eye out for them, and I'll be very grateful if you can drop a like, subscribe and a follow. Share it with a friend who you think might enjoy this series, or even if you just want to come along on this journey and pay for a wedding via Yu-Gi-Oh! And once I get to 100 subscribers, we will start doing live gameplay. So hopefully I can get to 100 subscribers soon, and I will stream locals live. But until then, catch you in the next one. Peace. Okay guys, so here we are with the deck profile part of the video. So this is currently a 41 card build. Changes are going to be happening. I think the number in the main deck is going to go up. some cards might be coming out, because with some of the new cards in the deck, I want to try out the Edge Imp package again, because I feel the consistency and the payoff there is going to be a little bit more. So I want to give that another go next week. But this is the list that we played this week. Like I said, it is 41, but it is double sleeved, that's why it looks bigger. We have the 3 Chimera Fusion as always, if I actually move them down here, just so we can get it nice and centered. Then we have our 3 Mirror Sword Knights. Now at this point everyone should know what these do, along with our Cornfield Coatls. We have our 3 Gazelles as standard. Then our 2 Big Wing Berthomets. And our 1 Master of Tau. So normally this is where I would slap down Nightmare Magician and call it a day on the Illusion package. However, Nightmare Magician unfortunately has been cut from the deck. Now that breaks my heart, because it is one of my favourite cards, and like I always said, you play what you love and you always have fun. However, I just could not fit him in the deck without it bricking too much. Now, if that ever changes, trust me, he will be coming straight back in. But until the Magician arrives again, his apprentice is here. And we are running 3 of her. Now, this one is fantastic. And it's this card that makes me want to try the Edge Imp package out again. Because you can special summon this card from your hand by discarding a card. You can only special summon it once per turn this way. And again, usual illusion stuff can't be destroyed by battle, nor can it destroy monsters by battle. But when she is normal or special summoned, you can add an illusion monster from deck to hand. The reason why I want to try the Edge Imp stuff out, because the amount of plus you would get by discarding an Edge Imp to spec her would be amazing, because train 1 her, train 2 Edge Imp. Edge Imp will resolve, get you Patchwork, she'll resolve, get you, say, Cornfield Coatl. Then you activate the Patchwork, getting you another copy of Edge Imp and a copy of your Polymerization. I just feel that synergy is fantastic. Then we have Talons of Shirlane. Sure, that's how we'll go with it. And basically this ensures that you can activate Nightmare basically every turn. So during your opponent's turn, you can return an illusion or fiend you control back to your hand to spec itself. And then when a card you control is targeted by an opponent's card, you bounce this back to your hand and then destroy a monster your opponent controls. So it doesn't negate, it doesn't destroy, you know, it doesn't stop the targeting effect from happening, but you get to just pop a monster in return. And then we also have Dear Bells, the original Thing Keeper. So if there is a Sinful Spoils card in either graveyard, you can just special summon her. While she's face up on the field, your opponent cannot activate spells and traps from their hand. They have to set them first. Yes, that does not stop normal spell cards, because you can just set it and activate it, but it stops things like Imperm being able to be shotgun from your opponent's hand. It also stops things, quick play spells, so it really hurts Runic in that sense. So that's really good. We're still on 2 copies of Albaz. I don't know how long Albaz will remain at 2 for, but we are currently still on 2. And we have our 1 copy of Dark Magician. Yes, we are running the 25th century, because you may as well if you got one, right? And that can kind of give away a spot in the extra deck that's been added. We then have our 3 branded fusion, rounding off our branded package. And then onto the hand traps, we have our 3 Ash Blossoms, our 3 Effect Railers. I have disordered the secret rare copies, so these will be rarity bumped. And our 3 Imperms. Now, Imperm is saying I'm sliding out more and more, whether that's for Droll, for Nib, or just for back row removal. I am learning more to rely on Effect Railer over Imperm. We then have our 3 copies of Super Poly. Next week, this may end up in the side. Now, it is very powerful, especially for clearing those going second boards. However, I'm feeling a lot of decks are now setting boards up to kind of play around having Super Poly targets out, unless it's like the generic 2 Darks or something along those lines. Then we have our 2 copies of polymerization, which at the minute I'm relying on hard drawing, but when we add the edge stuff back in, it will make it a bit more consistent. And then we have our 1 copy of Sinful Spoils Subdual. Now, this is the 41st card which I've tacked in just for the jokes of it, to put it simply. You activate this card, you can add a level 5 or higher illusion monster from deck to hand, so you can literally add your Deer Bells. And then because you've got a Sinful Spoil card in the graveyard, Deer Bells can then special summon itself out. You know, job's a good one, to put it simply. Whether that stays or not, I don't know. Doubtful, but I wanted to give it a go. And the one game that actually came up for me today was the one game where it really didn't matter. Then our extra deck, we are still on 2 Chimera, the King of Phantom Beasts. We are still on 2 copies of Berthamet, the mythical King of Phantom Beasts. We're still on 1 Chimera, the Illusion Beast, and we're still on 1 Guardian Chimera. We're also still on that 1 Magnum, the Reliever, and our 1 copy of Rimram, the Striking Dragon, our 1 copy of Rebellion, and our 1 copy of Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. So you will notice here that Albion and Mirror Jade are gone. This has taken 1 spot, and I'll show you what's taken the other. We have Predaplant Dragostapelia, our Mud Dragon and Swamp, which has been upgraded. Look at that, I love that. This is the other replacement, Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Just because with Nightmare Illusion, having the additional Dark on field is becoming more prevalent. And then we have our Garura, the Rings of Resonant Life, and to round it off, we have our Superstar Slayer Typhoon Sky Crisis, which sounds like an old PS2 game I played when I was a kid. With the sideboard, I'll just quickly go over the side. We have the 1 Invader of Darkness, which is coming out. I am dropping that. King Tiger Wang Fu as well will most probably not make it into next week's build, and along with Harpy's Feather Duster. They're the 3 I am looking to drop to move Super Poly to the side. Then we have our 3 copy of Cosmic Cyclones, our 3 copy of Evenly Matched, which again is going to be coming out, I think, for Dimensional Barrier. I think that's going to carry a lot more impact this format than Evenly Matched. Our 3 copies of Droll and Lockbird, and finally our 3 copies of Nibiru. So that is the deck profile. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of it, and I look forward to hearing from you guys, and I will catch you in the next one.